Said he got a plug on the merch, but we send it through. Lately I've been looking at them primes like they minuscule. Ooh, hold on, gotta see it through. I might hold a sword or the Drake. I got different views. We can't even go out on the walk. We got different shoes. Told you all.
What's up, YouTube? My name is Bone and I bust shots. So today I've got another special video for you. This is my choice for home defense rifle. Now, why did I put rifle in quotes? Because technically this is a pistol as the ATF classifies it. It has a barrel length which is shorter than 16 inches. It does not have a buttstock on it, and you cannot place a vertical foregrip on it, thus making it a pistol. Now, the reason why I have it in my rifle category, just for the purposes of today's video, is because it shoots a rifle caliber. Now, with that being said, you could choose a handgun, you could choose a rifle, you could choose a shotgun for home defense. It's really your preference. I would suggest you choose what works, what functions well, and what you train with to use as your home defense firearm. In a separate video, I will get into the pros and cons of each category, but that's for another day. So, like the video, comment your favorite home defense rifle or AK or AR pistol below, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. All right, without further ado, my choice for home defense is the Palmetto State Armory AKP. This bad boy right here. So, before we go any further, we have an empty magazine and we have an empty chamber. The gun is safe. Now, why did I choose this particular gun as opposed to some of its competitors? First and foremost, it does have a SBA foldable brace here. It's very easy to fold, and it just makes the package a lot more compact for storage. If you wanted to throw in a backpack or you want to put in a tight space in your home, you can do that. In addition to that, it just makes it that much easier. If you wanted to use it without the brace, I wouldn't recommend that. But if you wanted to use it without the brace, you can move around hallways and doorways just that much easier. In addition to that, it has the M-LOK, the mag pull handguard, which offers M-LOK mounting. So you can see that there, these M-LOK slots. And you can see I have a flashlight mounted on a Picatinny rail, which is mounted to the M-LOK handguard. Now, this particular flashlight is the Streamlight ProTac HLX, which I definitely recommend, and I'll do another video on that, but it served me well over time. But that's one of the other pros of this gun. Not all AKPs do in fact have the mag pull handguard, but I'd recommend you get the ones with the mag pull handguard. I think they have a few different colors, so I just went with the all black. In addition to that, I want to get into this dust cover. This is really one of the ways that this gun shines over its competitors. So first and foremost, the dust cover itself actually has a Picatinny rail on it, directly on the dust cover. So where most AKs don't have that, you have to use a sight tool or a sight mounting thing that goes on this side of the gun and actually holds the sight above the dust cover itself. Rather than having that, PSA just decided slap the Picatinny rail directly on the dust cover. Now, typically you would ask, that's got to be terrible for holding zero, because dust covers on most AKs are removable. You can take them off, set them aside to clean your gun, but when you slap them back on there, it's probably not going to hold zero. But the thing about this one is it's hinged right here in front of the rear sight. So what do I mean by that? So I'll show you. You can open the dust cover to clean it, but the dust cover does not actually come off. It's hinged right here, and there is no play in that whatsoever. So as soon as you slap this back down, it will still maintain zero very well as opposed to other AKs. So that's one of the other reasons why this shines above its competitors. And just to show you a little bit about how accurate it can be, or at least how accurate I can be personally, I'll show you some shooting footage now at 50 yards at the range. This is actually part of the intro video I shot. You'll see the same jersey on in that. So here's 50 yards, the AKP. All right, so as you can see, it is pretty accurate at 50 yards. Side note, comment below how well you think I shot. Was it good? Was it bad? You let me know. In addition to that, it does have this kind of weird looking muzzle device, which helps cycle the bolt since it is only a 10.5-inch barrel. Don't hold me to that. Check the website. I forgot exactly, but I believe this is a 10.5-inch barrel on this particular AKP. So the muzzle device just helps cycle the bolt. In addition to that, it comes with a PMAG. One of these bad boys. PMAG is notorious for, it's actually Magpul itself, is notorious for working well, functioning, and being very reliable. The other reason why I chose this gun here, like I mentioned in the intro of the video, it does shoot a rifle caliber. So it shoots a 7.62 by 39, which is a 30 cal. I have one behind me. Relatively sizable, so it does have some serious stopping power as opposed to, it's like say a smaller caliber like your 5.56, your 2.23s. This is definitely going to be more impactful just because it is a larger caliber. Not saying that those don't work, those are very effective, but I just went with a larger caliber for my home defense. All right, the last two pros of this gun are that it is an AK, which is a pro in and of itself. They are notorious for being very rugged and reliable in all different conditions. They have been used all across the world in different wars, so they're definitely proven firearms. And with that being said, you shouldn't have to need a very rugged firearm in your home per se, but if you ever want to use this outside the home, this can double as a both home defense and outside of the home gun as well. The last thing I'll get into is the price. Palmetto State Armory is notorious for guns that are affordable. And just a quick shout out, thank you to Palmetto State Armory for that. They make guns that are affordable, reliable, and they work. And this particular gun was only $8.99 if you go to their website right now. I will tell you personally, I overpaid for this gun. I was excited, I got a little emotional when I saw it. I wanted it right then and there, so I definitely overpaid. But you can get these things, they are in stock. It's only $8.99, so if you're interested in that, you can go find it. So those are the final two pros of this gun, and let's get into the cons. So the cons, one particular con that I noticed is that you've got a sling mount here in the front. I'm not sure if you can see that, it's between the flashlight and the barrel. You have a sling mount right there in the front, but you do not have one in the rear. And so that just makes it that much more difficult. You have to get creative on how you mount a sling, should you choose to mount a sling at all. That's just something you have to consider. The other thing you have to consider is that AKs in general can be a little front heavy, which could cause some fatigue if you're carrying it for a long time, which once again, hopefully you wouldn't have to do in a home defense situation. But just because of this gas block up here in the front, it can be a little bit front heavy. And last thing here is the standard sights are pretty basic. I'm not sure the other word to use, but it's just a slight notch, and then of course you got your standard post three-point post up there in the front, but the back is not that good, and I'm gonna show you, hopefully you can see that. It's just very basic. It's very basic. So that is another con of the gun, but overall this is the gun I went with for the various reasons I mentioned previously, and this is my home defense rifle. Even though it's technically a pistol, it does shoot that 7.62 by 39 rifle caliber. So my final take on this, it is a great gun for the price. It doubles as a home defense gun, and you can use it outside the home, and really it triples as a range gun as well. So like the video, comment below your favorite home defense rifle or AK pistol or AR pistol. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching another video. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one.